Hey, this is Kev, and welcome to the KFM podcast. Today is Fandom Friday, and I'm reviewing Scream 4. This is the final episode. I'm so excited for that. I love Scream, but rewatching these, they really make me think. Ooh, I'm really looking at this in a judgmental eye than what I watch it for just entertainment purposes. It's very random, how Ghostface just disappears and gets away, and the cops are never there. This movie really does have a lot more gore than the other ones, just because it's the product of the times. 2011 really it really switched the way horror movies reacted because of Saw. Saw is the main one that really changed the game for horror. I would review Saw, but I don't want to go through that emotional torture of watching that shit. To me, I love horror movies, but there's a certain point where if it gets into torture porn, I'm not for it at all. That's why I'm kind of reluctant to watch some gory horror movies, but not really. I'm more of a classic, just like a slasher film. This one definitely does get a lot more gory than expected, but it's the product of the times, and everyone grew up by now. I was watching this when I was 11, yeah, when I was 10 or 11. No, hold on. I think I was 12 when it released. Or I could have been 11, whichever. One of those two. But yeah. This was definitely that's so bad. It was a childhood movie. Very. And I loved it. I think no, I didn't see it in theaters. I wasn't allowed to. That would have been a fucked up. I know these days these kids get to go into horror movies. I'm like, yo, I could not have that as a kid. My mom was like, no, you're not allowed to at all. Stop asking me. So I was started to go in when I was maybe I think 15, 16, and they didn't even card me. That's the weirdest part. They did not care at all. Which I love that for, because what's the point of carding me? I'm tall and big. They didn't give a fuck. They were like, alright, work. You can go in. And alright, so we open with Stab 6 with Lucy Hale and some irrelevant girl who looks like Daniela Monet. And it's about a Facebook stalker. And then the stalker calls, and they both get killed. And then we open up with Rogue and what's that bitch? I know her name. Hold on. I know her fucking name. It was Rogue and the way I'm not old enough to remember who she is. Oh my god, this is so bad. I only know Anna Paquin from her role as Rogue. I don't know who the fuck Christian Bell played as. What? I feel so bad, but I don't. And yeah, then fucking Rogue getting stabbed by Kristen Bell. She's that irrelevant. She had a kill. Fuck y'all. How dare y'all? And then we wake up, and it was like a movie within a movie within a movie. Jenny is like, oh my god, I love horror movies like this. Stab 7, it's such a good movie. And then her friend Marnie, I love to see it. She says, no, it's fucking stupid. A movie within a movie? That's ridiculous. And she was like, I thought the movies were based on true stories. And then Jenny goes, the original Stab 1 to 3 are. And then Sydney tried to sue. Period, Sydney. We'd love to see it. Fuck these greedy, money hungry, directors. And honestly, yeah, then Jenny plays a prank. She uses the Ghostface call app. And she's like, I got you. And then her fucking friend died. She gets stabbed. The fuck? She doesn't deserve that. Marnie deserved to live. How dare y'all? And she gets crashed. She gets crashed through the window. Ghostface is right there, chasing her through the the remodeled house, and then she gets stabbed and killed in the garage. Damn, that was quick. And so like, oh yeah, oh, we wake up with not me forgetting. Oh yeah, oh my god, that song is so good. It's Something to Die For by The Sounds. They're a Swedish new wave band. Yup, quality shit. And there she is, Miss Sydney. She's back and she's in a red dress. We love to see it. She got her new book. We love. Um, and her assistant. Ooh, Lord, I feel like she's opportunistic immediately from seeing her. Let me adjust this fucking mic. That's better. I feel like I'm fucking reaching up, like I'm too tall for that shit. I'm sitting down on my bed, relaxing. This election, though, we we live in. PA, and NV are all blue right now. Yo, we're getting this fucking man out of here. We love to see it. And oh, she has to deal with the bullshit again, bruh. Like, leave her alone. Ooh, what the fuck? Holds on. Wait a minute, not my friend send me a new song with Miss Kim Petras. We love to see it. I love Kim Petras so much. Oh, not him. And yeah, and then oh my god, we get to Dewey and Gail sleeping in the same bed. They were divorced at this time, I'm pretty sure. They got divorced before the before the movie. I remember reading that. Oh my god. And then we got ooh, yeah, oh my god, the flip phone. Yo, it's 2011. Don't get a flip phone. The fuck? That's a little bit too much for me. And Kirby, yup. Kirby's the main one. Like Hayden Panettiere, she should be in this series for real. The best. She does horror so well. She was in a game called Until Dawn. The main character, of course, because she played that role so well. Like really, like y'all really should fucking put her in more horror movies. She's such a great actor. Let me see this fucking new song. I want to listen to it real quick. I did not say LGBT last night. I said SIN. Girl, this song, y'all, yes, listen to it. KDA, which is League of Legends, that shit. It's voiced by Madison Beer is really good. Y'all, stop sleeping on her. That's a good song. And Kim Petras too. Like, ugh, I love to say it. Like, they need a collab again. Maybe for a Halloween album that's coming out next year again. Ooh, that'd be good as hell. Yo, alright, going back to this. Like, ooh, yeah, Kirby, great character, deserves better in every way. Miss Emma, she will play a good psycho role any day. She plays a good villain, a good hero. Like, what's next, girl? Like, you are rocking it. I love to see it. Like, she's such a good actor. American Horror Story really shined that. Like, she finally got to play the hero in 1984, and ugh, such a good role. And she was iconic in Nancy Drew, so like, get into it. And ooh, yeah, they get the call from the killer, and she's like, Marnie's. And this is from Jenny's phone. Ugh, why is she calling me? Yup. And it's fucking what's your favorite scary movie, bitch? These kids don't care no more. Hang it up. Flat screen. And, and yeah, the homewrecker, the blonde homewrecker. She's attached to Dewey. For what, bro? Like, he's literally like 40, and you're literally like, you're Sid. You're like around Sid's age. That's awkward as fuck to me. because like you were the same age as Sid when Dewey was like 24. It's a little weird for me because he's already married and like you're obsessive. Like a little bit too much for me. And oof. Gail's going crazy trying to write fiction. Girl, no. Stick to nonfiction, girl. Like look up other murders. Do a true crime fucking thing. Do like more murders. Like show the unsolved or undiscovered murders. Invest in it. Don't try to go to fiction. Your bread and butter is the horror and the actual like murders. Just stick to it. Do other series. Investigate cold cases. Do all that. You know, like be a reporter, but not a reporter. Like be on the sidelines, writing and writing, getting the information, getting the facts down instead of trying to do fiction. Yeah, and then oh god, Robbie Mercer, crazy, crazy. Welcome to Hall Pass. Like, bro, like you were setting yourself up fully. And Charlie, mm, Lord, long hair. I'm just saying, is my attraction. Just saying. And yeah, he's definitely older than me now, so work. He was like over the age of 18 there. Period. That's all I could say. That is, yup. He's fine as fuck. And ugh, like the actor, ugh. Nico Nacho Tortella. Yeah, they're irritating me. I don't like them. I don't like them at all. Like he's so like aggravating. Like those fucking like things of them saying like, "Oh, nothing's more manly than bottoming." Bitch, what? What are you talking about? Like why are you turning something sexual into being a statement? No, bitch. Bottoms are bottoms and tops are tops. Like there's no in between. Like you're not more of a man just because you bottom. And bitch, you have a AFAB what significant other. What are you talking about? Like, I hate. Oh my god, that is the most aggravating thing I have ever seen. I'm gonna say it. Like, why do they think they're breaking down gender roles? Like being on oh my god, that whole thing with fucking Drag Race. Yo, they were on Celebrity Drag Race the first episode and oh my god, they were so annoying to me because like first of all, they like felt like they were going to break gender norms just because they had chest hair on a Rue illusion when it calls for something. You need to give it, especially with Rue because it's a little bit it's more technical than not. They really like attacked the girls on season 6 because some of them had like backcombing and teasing and it looked like teased hair instead of like the sleek teased hair. There was more like backcombed roughness. So like I don't understand how you wear chest hair and then you act shocked when you don't win on a illusion, especially in the lip sync. They were doing a little bit too much for me. And then they get angry because they lose. That's what I saw on the look on their face. Like, why are you so angry because you lost? Like, that's your fault. And they the guy from Riverdale wins. Oh yeah, he was hot. Yo, he played the what's the biker gang? I don't know. I don't know. Maybe I'll watch Riverdale on this fucking podcast. Who the fuck knows? I trash it so much. Maybe I'll like it. Girl, what a turn of events would that be? That I fucking like Riverdale. Y'all, I'll send myself down to hell. I'm already going there anyways. Yo, and then I saw that shit with fucking Supernatural. Not him confessing his love to a man, and then he goes to super hell. Like, Like, oh my god. That's such the biggest homophobic thing I have ever seen. It was all on the timeline last night. I felt so bad. I hate it here. You fucking get sent to super hell. And oh, let me get back into this. Yeah. And Jill dragged them fully because they're y'all this acting ain't the tea. Girl, you need to know better. And he's like, you wanna see? And then he made that weird face. They made that weird face. Like, ugh. Ew. Get off my screen. Get out of here. Send it home. And ooh. He's like, then they cut to the book signing, and Gail's sitting from afar, just looking, watching. Girl, you look a little bit crazy to me. And ooh, not the fucking deputy, the deputy going in. He's like, oh, this is private business. You shouldn't tell anyone this. Bitch, shut up. She deal with it 3 times. There you are, looking like a stalker. And Dewey says, like, we've traced the call, and it's coming from here. And then they go out to he said, it's ringing out here. And Sid goes, it's my rental. What? Girl, what the hell? Well, how the fuck did it all get into the rental? Like, did they already know where she was at beforehand and then, like, stuffed it in her car? That's what I don't understand. That's the biggest, weirdest thing. Is how did it all get stuck in there and no one noticed at all? Unless it was done at night. But even then, the murder happened late at night. So they must have found out where Sid was living at. Oh, okay. Now I get it. I was confused for a moment. Now I think I kind of got it. I'll share my thoughts at the end because I don't want to spoil anything. Yeah, and then y'all Gail fucking dragging Miss Deputy Girl Judy Hicks. Yeah, you're a fucking hick. And oh my god, the way the fucking assistant is like, oh my god, I love you so much. You're tarnished brand. And then fucking Gail snaps at her. Good. Fucking snap your shit. And then, because she had to drag Betty Crocker back there. Like, you want a lemon bar? No, bitch. It tastes like ass. Like, yeah, fuck you. And Trevor is a creep. A full creep. He's so creepy. Why was he sneaking into her bedroom? And then Jill's like, she's not having a piece of anything. And then Sydney walks in. She's like, oh, she's having a full like flashback. She's like, oh shit. She's like, oh no. You know, she's getting PTSD. The whole thing that happened in Scream 2 where she was like having second thoughts on Derek, it's happening now for Jill and Trevor. And oh yeah. Why is Judy Hicks in the shadows like that? She literally looks like a serial killer. Like, girl, you're mental. Why are you just standing without your face being shown? She's like, I'm Judy Hicks. I went to high school with you, Sid, and you remember me? You played Tiger Lily, and and she's like, I don't remember. It was a long time ago, and a lot of stuff happened. She's like, oh yeah, right. Like, girl, you're a fucking creep. Like, how do you remember this shit? That's the people I don't like. The people who hang on to whatever they grasp onto, like, for that shit. Like, bro, like, you are gonna be. You're killing me. Honestly, you're killing me. To be honest, like, and, ooh, yeah. Then the fucking killer calls Kirby when, ooh. the killer calls Kirby, and then he's like, I'm in the closet door. Bitch, immediately there's two people in one room, and then there's a girl across the way. Only one person in the house. I would immediately say, get out of the house now. You have to run quietly quietly into the phone. But Jill didn't do that, bitch. Why? You could have saved your fucking friend. Like, for what reason? And then, oh, she gets stabbed around the fucking house, and they're screaming at her. And then oh my gosh, she gets cut, and then they throw her through the window, and then he turns her around, guts her, and puts her on her fucking bed, and we can see her spleens when Sid is running into the house, breaks the door, tries to get in, she gets in, and she goes in, and she just sees her guts on the ground, on the bed, like, I was like, oh, yeah, that's a little bit too much for me. And yeah, Jill comes in. She said you're the angel of death, and then the fucking killer's in the background like Michael Myers, and then Jill gets stabbed or sliced, more than that. Like she got sliced in the arm, and then wait a second, she was sliced in the arm like Tatum. Oh, it's connecting. And then fucking Sydney fucking power fucking quarterback jumps her, jumps the killer down the thing, and then slams the fucking painting into her fucking into his head. That's so fucking funny. And where the fuck were the cops? They literally like left their post. Bitch, when you were on protective duty, you thought you saw something? Like, bitch, no. Fuck that. You need to be there. You were on surveillance watch. Surveillance. You can't chase something and think it was Ghostface because these kids are already playing games. They're already playing games. They put up all those Ghostface things around the street. They're treating it like it's a joke. So when that happened, he probably had like someone probably was thinking of playing a prank and then the real killer is being out there. That's so stupid to me. And yeah. Oh my god, them bullying sin. Oh god. Yo, why are y'all like oh yeah, those are the teenagers that were it we know. Yeah, those were I would say some of them are the teenagers that went to school with Sid and they're blaming it all on Sid. Why are y'all so rude to her? Like, you know what she went through. Why do you think she's trying to do this shit again? Like, you're just like your mother, Sid. Like, bro. Like, that's disgusting to me. Y'all need to get a grip on your lives. And Gail's jealous. Ooh, Lord. She is a little bit jealous that Sydney's getting all this shit happening to her. Again. And oh yeah, yeah, during that whole scene with Charlie and Robbie, yeah, they're a little bit too weird for me. I mean, honestly, Charlie though, and Robbie, yeah, those two are like those like film geeks, like they're kind of doing it for me, honestly, and like, um, yeah, like Gail is like, oh, Sydney, you want Sydney there? Why not me? And then, oh my god, the bitch. She's like, oh my god, you got. And then the assistant, she's like, you got 3 deals you got 3 book deals and all this stuff. They want to sign you now. Look at the empty thing. Name your price. That's what they want. Look at this. Like, you need to just you are a victim throughout your whole life. Use it. I'm like, oh my god, not that mentality. Yo. Then she's like, I don't need you anymore. She's like, what? You're fired. Uh, and then storms off. I would honestly say this girl is the product of the 2000s. Like, you know, that bitchy, like, stereotype kinda like that kind in all movies, kind of like Mean Girls. It's very that mentality, like she's using it that way. Like, honestly, I'd live for it because like the assistant is giving me the zhuzh that I need, like, you know. Not her walking alone in the damn parking garage. That is so fucking stupid. Girl, like, if you saw that the elevator was fucking up, my ass would have walked right back down those stairs. I No, in an abandoned garage. No, the worst thing to do is to be alone in the garage. That's the ugh. She's dumb. Even though she said she was such a fan and all that bullshit. Like, bitch, you should know by now. If you read her books and everything, you should be on the same edge as the rest of them. Like those fucking horror geeks. Like, you should know never to go alone, always be in well lit surfaces. Even though Sid fired you, my ass would have stayed there. There's a killer on the loose. Why would you not? It's fully like. And another thing, why the fuck did she? It was an empty parking lot. Why did she park all the way on the 6th floor? That's what I want to know. Because it was a huge parking lot. Woodsboro is tiny as fuck. Why did she park at the 6th floor? She was just begging to get killed, basically. And she's getting dragged for sure. And she gets into the car and everything. And she's looking around, looking around, looking around after that phone call. Instead of driving off, she gave him enough time to take out what she needs to leave, and so her car wouldn't start. He took out the wires. You should have left his ass the fuck out. As soon as that happened, like she got the phone call, she should have ran into the car, get out, drove off, and she would be safe. But no, she just wanted to play games with him. That's the most ridiculous thing I've ever seen out of everyone who got killed. That is the dumbest thing. Just and especially y'all being old enough. Like, it's 2011 in this movie or 2010 in this movie. You guys should have known better. You're in the fucking murder town Woodsboro. Obviously not. Obviously not. Like, that's the dumbest thing I have ever seen any person do. Like, and not her, like, getting stabbed because the door fucking broke off. How the fuck did that happen? Does he have, like, a master's in, like, fucking, like, door handling? Like, the doorknob just fucking broke off. Like, how. This old ass fucking town. This is what I'm saying. Like, the door handle broke off. What? I've never seen that happen unless the person had tools and shit. Like, but even then, like, you need power tools. She would have heard it by now if that was set up like that. And another thing, like, she couldn't even, like, she sort of got it happening. She could have put the panic button on the thing again. She had the keys in her hand. She could have used the panic mode, and then somebody would have came at least. Like, she would have been safe in the car. Because that fucker, he doesn't have superhuman strength like Michael Myers. He's a human being. Like, that's the thing I don't get. Fucking kick him. And anything, like, put your fucking keys in between your fists, like, in between your fingers. Like, if anything, it'll help, like, at least, like, do something. Always aim for the face or those eye socket things. Always aim for there. Because you could easily fucking stab him right through the eye. Because that shit's like, I've worn one of those masks. It is super thin. Like, there was a point where you could see you could see the eyes on it. So that was like the safest thing to do, but she didn't do it yet again. And the fucking ooh, yeah. The fucking club. Yo, like, they all look weird in that fucking cinema club. Where the fuck am I? Oh, yeah. I forgot, I forgot to put. That bitch got flung. She got fucking flung out of that fucking, place. Yo, that was crazy. You just hear a scream and the fucking, of course, a news van full of explosives made everything happen. She landed on it and fucking sparks go everywhere. Like it was bleeding into, so now we're going into the Stabathon place. They're at a fucking barn. A barn, bitch. It's so fucking tacky. Like your friends are literally getting murdered one by one, or like your classmates, maybe bullies, are getting murdered one by one, and you are just making a like a movie party about it. That's what I don't understand, especially around those stab movies. At this point, like, why would you even choose to watch them? There are so many good movies, and especially in like that era, like, but like the first three I would see like being at least a little bit of quality, but we were told Stab 4 was where it got shaky and it was like stupid, which I understand because Sydney was threatening to sue all of their asses, like, and I don't blame her. Get the fuck off my story. Stop making money on it. Let me look this up. Let me see. I know there's 7 stabs. And so yeah, there were 7 stabs. Stab 3 was canceled apparently. Oh, work. Period. I just looked it up. It's not Stab 4 having Sydney's long lost daughter. What the fuck? What is that bullshit? After Sydney sued their asses, now like there's Ashley Prescott. Wait, what? Who's it? Her father? Is it Billy? Not that. I hope not. Yo, I really hope not. That poor girl. Stab 5, Clock of Doom. That's the one with time travel. Not that. Not produced by Harvey Weinstein. Ew. What? 1865? What? That one, she had to kill Mary Ann Prescott, Ashley's great grandmother. What the fuck is this bullshit? I can't believe the continuity is crazy. Why is it what? Stop. And then we saw Stab 6 and 7. Ugh. Kristen Bell, anyways. I still don't know what the fuck she does. Yeah, so like we get into this bullshit of everything happening. And then Gail shows up in that fucking ghost face mask. I can't. And then she gets the most stereotypical like cameras cuz she got the like the old like web cameras, like the fucking huge ass ones for like live recording and all that bullshit. Why the fuck? She should have known better. She should have gotten what Robbie has 4 times. She should have she should have gotten what Robbie has, and like, although that would probably no, it wouldn't be that expensive because bitch, she got money and Robbie, he's a fucking high school student and he has those. So like, yeah, they would be fine. Like, you know, that's the dumbest thing. Like, girl, you got money. Mister is literally the sheriff, and then you probably still get residual like benefits from the best-selling books because people are still interested in that. Bitch, get better cameras instead of those hunky ass motherfuckers you got right now. And so like she goes in the, oh my god, the killer immediately knows, and he's starting to turn all the cameras besides camera 1 away from the party, and then his ass, and then she goes in there. Oh, well, no, she tells Dewey first, and Dewey has a throwback at us, and like, thought you were working alone, Gail. Like, bro, you're literally my husband, and you're acting like that. Fuck you, you little bitch. I'll get you. For sure. And she goes in, she's like, fuck this. She goes in and everything, she goes to set it up, and he's been watching her the whole time. That's the crazy part. He has been watching her set up those fucking cameras, and then he immediately jumps to it. And then that chase at the top and all that bullshit, she got away a couple times. and then she gets stabbed. No, Dewey comes in, shoots, misses, and then she gets stabbed, and then he shoots again, and he misses. What the You're a fucking cop. You got training on how to use a gun. This is literally the fourth installment. You should have a better aim, you fucking idiot. You're so fucking stupid. Like, come on. And also, like, does he not have a limp anymore? We already improved. Already. Like 10 years. Yeah, 10 years. And he doesn't have a limp anymore. Oh, work. They must have fixed the severed nerve. And I still can't believe, aw, not the hot cop about to get flung at the house. He's like, did you see anything? And he didn't even respond. And of course, the fucking damn thing is joking. Like, the damn cop is joking. Like, he shows that he looks like he's dead on the wheel, and then he laughs at him, and then his fucking cop friend got killed. Yeah, y'all deserve it at this point, because y'all fucking did that dumb shit. That is so ridiculous. You guys are on watch, surveillance. You shouldn't be doing this. You are literally the worst cops in the world. Well, real life, they're still shit. And then the other one gets stabbed, and then he says, fuck Bruce Willis. Like, what? Bro, where did you get that from? Yeah. And Jill, her ass fucking ran. She's leaving. Your family's literally getting haunted, and you're just like, okay, well, I'm gonna go to Kirby's. Can you pick me up? And Kirby goes, yeah, sure, let's go. And not the mom. She just came out of nowhere. She's like, where's Jill? Sydney goes, Jill's not here. Does Sid even know her assistant died? That's the crazy part for me. I don't think she knows that her assistant died. Yeah, let me get a new one. Send her off. And not her getting stabbed in the back of the neck. Yeah. Yeah. Her ass is done. She gave her that look. I was like, oh, what's wrong with Granny? And look at that, blood spurting. Like, and then the crazy bitch, she's like, where's everyone? Did my room get darker? Oh my god. It's already dark enough, but it got like darker. Oh, it was just my fucking camera. My light. It's so dark, I need to have a flashlight on the notes so I can remember and see instead of having it on my computer. Yeah, so like, and yeah, they get there, and oh yeah, Sid leaves, and the deputy, she's just like, what the fuck? We have a death. Sydney fled. Jesus Christ. And now this is the sad. Yeah. Oh yeah. She thinks Sid is the killer, basically. And this is the setup of the century. This is like you got. Yeah. They made the party. The party got canceled, so he has the other party at Kirby's house, and then Trevor gets invited by Jill, so they're there. And Jill says, I didn't text you." And then Kirby goes, "Didn't your phone get isn't your phone missing?" He's like, "Got a new one." And they're all just like looking around like, "What? What? What?" Like they're all questioning each other. And Trevor, I just don't like him. And then Jill walked away like, "Bitch, like where the fuck did you go? Why the fuck are you leaving so much?" And Kirby and Charlie. Honestly, I don't blame Kirby for going with that incel. He is fine for some reason. I don't know. It's just the long hair that's doing it for me. Like long dark hair. Even though I love blondes. Blonde men are so attractive. But yeah. has long hair, so I'll give it a pass. And Trevor fucking ruining everything. And Kirby's like, "Get the fuck out of my house!" Like, you're trying to protect Jill, and you don't even know where she's at. Get out. And oh my god, yeah. And then fucking poor fucking oh my god, what the fuck's on my neck? It's like stabbing me. Not me getting killed. I'm getting killed like the mother. And yeah, like, oh yeah, Robbie. Oh, poor Robbie. He didn't deserve anything. He deserved like to live. But yeah, like he's going around drinking. Mistake number one, because he said that if you don't drink, you could survive. And he has his camera backwards, and he sees Ghostface on his live stream. He's like, "What the fuck?" And then he gets stabbed and everything. He's like, "You can't kill me. I'm gay. Doesn't that count for something?" And then he gets stabbed and killed. Wow, the homophobia of it all. The homophobia of it all. That's disgusting. Like, do better, y'all. Leave the gays alone. And ooh, what the fuck? Not me losing space. Hold on, this fucking mic's in my fucking way. Let me bring it closer. Oh yeah. And then yeah, he Robbie gets to the front and everything, and the girls open the door. He's like, "Run!" And he fucking falls over, bleeding. And Ghostface fucking like does like a fling, like for some reason he like jumps up and shit at the door so they don't lock him out. And then Cindy kicks him down the steps after. So the girls basically scattered already. It's Jill and Sydney. Kirby's somewhere. I don't know where she's at. And they scattered. Jill and Sydney go up into like I think Kirby's room, and Sydney tells Jill to go under the bed, which is smart because like honestly, he just wants Sid at this moment, not anyone else really. So yeah, she makes the elaborate plan, kind of like Halloween, but she's actually out on the patio, or no, the deck, whatever it's called, like the balcony. That's what it is. See, I'm smart, guys. Just kidding. And yeah, like then she gets onto the thing. She like creates a diversion, and then she walks out onto the roof and everything. Ghostface goes around. He sees her go around one way. He goes the complete opposite direction and going the other way. And she's like, "Oh, I'm safe." And then she calls Dewey. Dewey like knows 3 something Whispering Lane. Yeah, they get sent there. And she gets done off the phone, and then fucking Ghostface comes around, fucking yoinks her off, and she's about to fall. He's about to stab her fucking fingers. Ew, hate that. Stab her, tries to stab her, but she dropped off of the fucking thing. Thank God she's not dead. Lord. Oh yeah. She gets flung off the roof, and then Kirby got her. Thank God, Kirby found her, and then they're going down to the basement area. I wouldn't call it a basement because it's still like it seems like a first floor, then there's gonna be another basement, you know? It's one of those like fully fledged like because it's like it's a basement technically, but it's like a full like basement. It's not a it's a finished basement and then plus like a lot more things. It seems like a full like common area, you know? And oh, Charlie's at the fucking door. Bitch with blood on his hands. Don't let him in. Fuck that. Don't let him in. And then Ghostface comes around and fucking ties him up to a chair like Steven Orth. And guess who's fucking Casey? It's Kirby. So she gets to that moment and she has to answer all the questions. Like she fucks up a question like Casey, but at least Charlie didn't die, thank God. And then Casey, I think No, not McCall Casey. It's Kirby. See, I'm getting confused, y'all. So, yeah, Kirby gets all the. I guess she gets the last question right because he didn't say anything. And when they get in and all that bullshit, yeah, she goes to untie him. Yeah, she plays the game right and she unties him, and oh yeah, that's bad. Turns out Charlie's one of the killers, and he's fucking obsessive about her. Cause he's like, you stupid fucking bitch. 4 years we were in the same classes, and you couldn't notice, and you notice me now? You stupid bitch. It is too late. And then stabs her. Bitch, why the fuck are you like that, you fucking weirdo? Ugh, that's an incel. 100%. Poor girl. And then Sydney goes to the yeah, she goes in, and then fucking Charlie jumps out at her and grabs her with the knife and everything. And then the other ghost face is there, and guess what? It's the psycho Jill. I told y'all, Emma Roberts is great. Great at being a villain and a hero. I don't know why, but I think she's just talented to me. Every single role that she does is honestly the top tier, top tier for sure, and she deserves more accolades than what she gets. So like yeah, like they try to do this whole thing. Charlie feels like he's important to everyone. So to the point where he killed his best friend, his gay best friend over a girl. Like you fucking homophobe. Fucking asshole. Leave fucking Robbie alone. He's dead now because your best friend. You did it for a fucking girl. You fucking incel looking bitch. Fucking weirdo. The fuck's wrong with you? And oh my god, he's such a fucking creep. And then Trevor's ass is in the fucking closet like Sydney's dad, and he gets pushed on the ground, and he keeps on saying to Jill, like, why did you do this, Jill? I loved you. She's like, shut the fuck up. There's one thing that you do. I'm not the girl you cheat on. And then she fucking shot him in the dick, and then shot him in the head. Like, damn, bro. Like, you really fucked up there. Crazy people. Look what happens when you fuck with crazy people, especially her. And like, she made that whole fucking motive. She's like, my own mother had to die. Like that big deal. Like, bitch, you don't what? She's like, I have to stay true to the original. And then Charlie goes, yeah, Sid and Randy. And look, Randy got the girl, and he kisses her and everything, and she like Jill looks at Sydney like, oh, look at that. Like, what? Bitch, she's not checking for you at all. At all. Like, ridiculous. And so fucking stupid. And then they called him Stu, Trevor Stu in this scenario. I see it cuz he's dumb. Oof. Like I don't he's just dumb to me. I hate that. Like he followed blindly for Jill, and look what happened. He's like, put one on me. I don't care. Put one on me. And he gets stabbed in the heart. He's like, the heart, not what we agreed with. She's like, you know what sounds even better than two survivors? A soul survivor. Look at her, right there. You saw how popular she was. Like, you did all this for a girl, and look what happened. You get fucking killed. That's what you fucking get, Charlie. That's what you fucking get. Your girl that you killed your best friend, your gay best friend for, you fucking homophobe. Look what happened. Now you're dead, dumb bitch. You're Billy in this scenario. And, oh, yeah, she stabs Sydney. She's like, oh, guess you didn't. You knew this day was coming. And then she goes in her fucking she goes in her fucking montage of fucking injuring herself just to make her look better. She fucking stabs herself, kicks a chair, screams. She looks at a painting. She's like, and then she runs into it. I was like, oh my god. That was fucking crazy. She runs into it, and then she's like, and then she looks at the table, turns around, preps herself, and then jumps right into it. And she's like, oh, and then she gets up, wobbles her way, and all that shit, and then lands right next to Sydney, and acts like she's a sole survivor with Sydney. First of all, she didn't even check that Sydney's dead. That's that's the one case where these people know these people are dead. They still check their fucking pulse. But this is the time where she says, "Oh, she sees that she's dead." She doesn't even check the pulse. That's the dumb part. Because they didn't even like she's not even filled with blood. Like she's just sit there. She's just sitting there, and then oh my god, all the fucking reporters going around, Jill, 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 like all that bullshit. Oh, they're at the hospital and everything. Dewey's comforting her and all that bullshit. Like, and she's like, oh, I just wish Sydney could have made it. And Dewey's like, it's not certain right now. It's going back and forth, but I think she's gonna make it outside. She's in the ICU right now, and she's gonna, and they're thinking she's gonna make it. And she's like, what? But I saw her get killed. And he's like, yeah. But the other thing she fucked up with, she said about Gail. She's like, oh, we have matching stab wounds in our shoulders. He's like, yeah, yeah, and everything. He didn't catch that at one moment. So yeah, fucking psycho ass fucking gets off out of the fucking bed and gets to the room and like fucking hides out from her nurse. Then she starts walking her ass down to ICU, and Dewey goes to Gail, and he's like, yeah. She says that you would have matching shoulder wounds, and she's like, Gail laughed, and she's like, how does she know that I got stabbed in the shoulder? And then they both realize something. They're like, oh shit. And then Dewey takes off running and gets into Sydney's like fucking tweaking out on the bed and everything. And Joe comes around. She's like, what are you, fucking Michael Myers? You won't die. Like, and she's like, oh, no, 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 we're not doing that. And then she rips out the cord from her. And then she fucking, like, does all that bullshit. Like, she fucking kneels onto her fucking stomach that she got stabbed in and all that. And then, like, fucking Sydney goes in, fucking jabs her in the eye. I would have fucking raked her eye. Like, like, full on fucking, like, pulled it, bitch, playing games with me. No, I would not be like that. Oh, she wants to play that game? I'll jab it and hear her scream and then fucking rip out the eye. I'm not playing those. No. I have the nails for it, too. My natural nails. Bitch, I'll have fucking eyeball under my nail. I don't give a fuck. I'm alive. And, yeah, like, she gets fucking... She gets flung into the wall and then into the glass and lands on it. Dewey comes in. Jill was hiding, and then she slaps Dewey around with the fucking bedpan, takes his gun, and fucking Gail walks in. She's like, what the fuck are you doing? She got the gun in her hand and everything. She's about to shoot. She misses because Deputy Hicks pushes Gail out of the way and topples over. She's like, get up. You. Throw the gun over, or I'm blowing Dewey's brains out. And Gail's like, fucking do it. Bro, like, do it. And then she's like, get the fuck up. And she's like, you don't want to do this? And then shoots her. She's like, don't tell me what the fuck to do. I was like, oh my god. Jesus Christ. That's fucking crazy. And then she's like, get up, you skinny bitch. And then she's like, what? Do you have any last words? And she's like, can I say one last thing? She's like, what? Please? No. And then clear. Like, her ass gets fucking lit the fuck up. We love to see it. Because within that time, Sydney started the defibrillator. And then she pressed charge. and then she fucking shocked her ass. She put her right on the temples, and you saw the electric field. She's like tweaking out. She drops down near the glass, and Dewey wakes up. He's like, what did I get hit with?" And Sydney's like, "You don't even want to know." And she's like, "Oh, the killer. Do you think she's dead?" And she's like, "Oh, that's one thing about the killer. They always come back." That's how to say the original line. Then fucking shoots her. Oh, we know. Oh my god, I missed the iconic line. She's like, "There's one thing that you should never do about a remake. Don't fuck with the original." Yup, we love to see it. I love that line so much. And so, like, yeah, we end this movie with everyone talking so positively about Jill and her ass is dead, being the real killer of Scream 4. Damn, that is crazy. I can't believe I finished the full movie series already. It's been a month, essentially a month. That's crazy to me. But I'm so happy. I'm so happy that I got it done, and probably next Fandom Friday will be a TV series. Anyone who knows me, really knows me, knows that I already spoiled it on my Twitter. No, on my Instagram, kfmpod. Trust me, you won't miss it. You already know what I spoiled. Come on. Y'all know I love this TV series, and guess what? I'm reviewing it. Every single season. I'll probably do the break in between, like I said before, like do a season and then do a movie series, then go back to the season. Just because I feel like if I just focus on a TV series throughout the whole thing, it'll get kind of repetitive, you know. So I feel like that'll help better for me, you know, just because how versatile this podcast is. But thank you so much for tuning in on Fandom Fridays. This is Kev. Have a great night.